So,
Hey, what's up, Matt?
I don't know, man. It's been a minute. It's been a while. It's been like I don't know, a couple weeks at least.
Yeah, it's been a couple of days. I know it's been I was busy last week, but
Yeah, I know. It's life, dude.
It's life. It's life.
You got busy one week, I got busy the other week. It's fine. We missed a couple weeks.
Why did
whatever.
we choose you to be on the couch and not me on the couch for this one?
Listen,
The video side of this is going to be really entertaining. I can't wait for it.
I hope it doesn't look as bad to them as it feels to me, because I'm like looking up to see JC right now and realizing that I should have sat there maybe.
We can swap if you want.
Nah, that's right.
You sure?
They know that I'm short and small.
Oh my God. I mean,
Just got to prop up.
Yeah. But then I do that. No, I'll lean back. I'll be like,
You got to
more
be
casual.
Like,
Yeah. Dude, how is it going? Also, real fast, do you think that AI is going to completely change the creator landscape to the point where YouTube videos are going to be completely made by AI?
This guy takes one app, recreates some avatars of himself, and he's like, do you think AI is going to entirely eliminate creators across the globe?
Not eliminate creators. You have a creator behind the AI making content, but it's AI generated.
What kind of content?
Anything.
Like anything?
Let's go wherever you want to go.
I think AI is going to change a lot of stuff.
I think,
like, for creators, big time. But I think it'll be a positive thing.
So my question does stem a little bit from the profile picture thing. If you guys don't know, if you haven't been on like Twitter or Insta and stuff this past week, everybody's been doing this thing. It's all the same app. It's all just one app that they've been using.
They upped their prices.
They should. They
probably made a boatload this past week.
They probably made millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Smart. I mean, everyone's like, creating their own avatars.
Yeah. It's this app where you can throw in 20 images of yourself. Who knows where the images go in the foreseeable future? I'm sure there's a lot of copyright law and stuff that they have things that you agree to that they can use your photo for stuff later.
They can sell it on OnlyFans.
Yeah. They could do whatever they want with it.
Create clones of you.
Yeah. Like 20 years from now, you will be a mind chip somehow. You'll be a Neuralink somehow. You'll be like, damn, how did I get there?
Yes.
But it was really cool though. Like, everybody's been doing this thing where you basically you give it images of yourself, different angles, and then this AI that they have, I guess, I don't know how it works exactly.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
I pressed the button and it works.
I uploaded the photos of myself because I wanted pretty pictures, and I got pretty pictures, all different styles. And I'm like, man, I just got 100 profile pictures and I didn't have to do a single thing for it except look through my camera roll. That's terrifying.
True. If you had to get that from like a bunch of different artists, it would cost a fortune and take a while.
Dude, just one image?
Yeah. Like there were some cool ones that you got. I'll throw up one of the ones I got that Jess was dying of laughter because it was pitiful.
Is it one of the
Oh, dude. Actually, I'll throw up 3 of them right now just so you guys have a little fun with that.
Dude,
it just I think I gave it bad photos to use because it messed up my eyes were all jank on some of them, and
the eyes were an issue for some of mine too. But for like the most part, I would say like 60 to 70% of mine were good.
Yeah, most of yours were good.
But there were the bad ones. I think everybody has like some bad ones.
I felt like a good amount of mine were not great. There were a couple dude, there was one that Jess is like, oh my God, that's so hot. You should post that. You should post it on Instagram. And I was like, what the hell, dude? Like,
no, to be fair, I did the same thing with M. I did it. See, this is where this sounds like I'm a terrible person to say this, but I have, obviously I have like selfies of M and stuff, and like stuff on my phone of M, like just her posing at a theme park or something. And basically you have to give it images of them by themselves. So actually some people have had this problem where they're like, wait, I don't take too many pictures of just myself.
You realize that when you're trying to upload them. Yeah.
Yeah. But I had apparently enough of M on my camera roll, and I was like, let me just give this a try.
So you did hers?
Yeah, no, I didn't even ask her.
Oh, I thought she did her own.
No,
wow.
I didn't even ask her.
That's a whole nother topic.
I mean, I didn't
even ask her. I said, send it.
Yeah, I think she would have been fine with it.
I'll pay the $5. I want to see her in Avatar.
I did. I paid. So basically, I spent $10 overall. I got in on the early crowd, I guess. It's probably like $20 now or something.
When I bought it, I did like the free trial and then it gave me half off. So I got it for $2. But then when Jess did it the other day, hers was $7.
Think about like the economic state of the world right now, and we're spending money for an AI to make profile
this is
pictures
like,
but see, I think
as soon
it's
as
cool,
I
though.
showed her the one picture of me, she's like, "What is this?" I was like, "It's a computer generated image of me. It's like AI avatar thing."
Yeah.
And then I showed her more, and she's like, "Oh my god, I need to do mine." That's probably the conversation that everyone who's used this has done, and they've made a fortune, I'm sure.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I threw it in my Discord, and I was like, "Hey guys, look at this," and they're like, "Whoa, dude, you look like a Far Cry villain." I was like, "I do.
Yeah,
I really do." They're not wrong. I look like for some reason I had so many that they generated like me with this white wardrobe of just like this white cloak and like it looked like I was it looked like I was Jesus, honestly. It looked like I was Jesus.
Dude, in every
or
photo
like
though,
some sort of cult leader. And my whole Discord's like, "We will now follow you into battle," like this and that. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrifying.
You did have the perfect like facial hair and hair length of like the typical what people paint as Jesus.
It sucks that since the last episode was like, a week ago, that was just a little bit too long of time, I guess.
We just missed that.
Apparently
AI blow up period.
Yeah. I missed the, but no, I'm saying I missed you guys didn't really get to see on Irrelevant my long hair phase at all.
Yeah.
I know.
Your hair grows quick, dude.
It grew so fast.
It really did.
It grew in like 5 days and then we cut it.
I'm sure we'll get it next week.
Yeah. This is my favorite bit by far. Yeah, it'll come back again between the next episode.
These people probably hate us.
Yeah, they're probably like, what are these guys doing? God. No, it's fun to record.
I feel like maybe me more than you, but I should apologize because I feel like I've abandoned the audience more than once.
Wait, why?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of other things. I feel like people have brought up like, "Oh, you're just going to abandon this again too." But now that I think about it, I can't really think of something else I've really abandoned. But maybe to them, it felt like that.
What have you abandoned? Like actually?
Irrelevant.
But Irrelevant, that's the thing though. Like if someone
now I'm back.
If someone like we knew we would come back at some point. I knew we would do something again. And I also knew that the point of Irrelevant at the beginning was we needed an outlet to talk really badly. I felt like we had a lot of thoughts and a lot of we kept coming over having like bro time or whatever and talking about just God knows what. And I'm like, damn, we should just
turn on the mics and the camera.
Just turn on the mics. Like when I came over today, I refused to talk to Matt. I said, I'm not doing this.
He came over at 8 and it's 10:30.
But still, the things I actually want to talk about, I didn't talk with him.
I know.
I'm like refraining.
And yet we talked for like 2 hours about other things.
Yeah. But
that was the whole purpose of this.
It was a purpose. And I feel like, things got really busy. A lot of other priorities were happening, all this kind of stuff.
You had like a really busy 2 weeks there.
Dude, it was a crazy 2 weeks.
Time, we're just not very good at managing the time.
My hair was blonde last time we recorded.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was blonde, but also this short, I think. Or maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Now that I think about it, it's been like a while.
Yeah.
This entire room is different, actually. This is a new couch.
Yeah, dude, your whole house is different.
I know.
It's the same house, but like.
It is. Jess went ham on it, though.
But
it looks way better.
Can I say this? So it's been remodeled.
Yeah.
Like pretty well. Pretty sick.
Yeah, it was a quick 2-week remodel.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, it got a lot done. Yeah.
It's crazy what you can do in 2 weeks. If you really just put your mind to it.
It really is.
All new furniture, new floors, new kitchen, repainted walls.
I like the little moons we have over here.
Yeah, this is Jess's office we're shooting in. You can't see most of it, but it's very much her.
Oh, yeah, it is. Damn. She just let us in.
Yeah.
She said, man, I want to see that podcast again.
That's definitely not what she said.
She's like, hey, I want to go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. She's sleeping right now.
Can you guys shut up?
Shut the fuck up, please. She's like, wait a minute, you guys are recording again? Why? I was like, I don't know. Like, we just want to talk.
I mean, I want to go back to the AI thing first. And then I'll talk about why I want to do this again. But the AI thing really quickly, right? Because we stopped. We didn't get to the point of the Emmy thing.
True.
But the AI thing, I uploaded images of Emmy, right? I get it back. And I genuinely had I sat there for an hour looking at AI generated images of my girlfriend. and I was like simping really hard. And then I was like, what am I doing? What is happening to me? And Emmy walked into the room and she's like, what are you doing? And there's like on my computer is like,
nothing.
it's literally like, but she's like,
that's me.
What? She's like, what is that?
That's me.
That's me.
The Spider-Man meme.
And then we look closer and we look at her eyes and the images, but it's not her in the eyes.
Really?
Like the eyes would be like slightly different.
Yeah.
Or like looking different directions or something.
Yeah, like
right?
cross-eyed, yeah.
Yeah. And or just different colors, like than what her
that had. Yeah, a lot of mine had one blue eye and one brown eye.
Yeah, and it was
one of them was like.
Yeah, I think
like
the eyes
there.
were the hardest thing for it to get right. But
right.
But it was so funny because I was just like, man, like every one of these images though, I'm like, damn, this could be like a profile picture. This could be someone's Twitch logo. This could be, this could be what I'm literally rocking.
A character right out of like Borderlands or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was one of Emmy, maybe we'll throw it on the screen. She looked like a Valorant agent. She looked straight out of Valorant.
She had some good ones.
Yeah. And
it did her well.
Yeah.
I feel like
so much fun.
Some of mine did not.
No, I loved yours.
There were
so
some
funny.
that were like 3 or 4 that I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. But most of them were just rough.
But have you
Jess did hers and they didn't look anything like, I don't know what photo she used, but
really
there were like 2 that looked like her. And it's the eyes. It really is the eyes.
Yeah.
But the rest they didn't look like her, like at all.
Did you do like up close selfies or you far away?
I don't know what you used, but clearly it wasn't good. Because she was pissed. She was like, actually, I think this is like kind of a cool thing because it's like you get your photos and you immediately have a reaction to like whether or not it did you how you see yourself. Yeah. And I was looking at them through with her, and most of them, to be fair, didn't look like her, but like it's crazy because it knows what you actually look like for the most part. Hi, Marley. She wanted to join the podcast.
That's really cute.
She wanted to do Marley, but I was like, what do you, it's going to be, a bunch of cats.
It was supposed to, I think it's only human based as well right now.
Yeah.
But that's the reason I bring this all up is because it has ignited my passion for, not passion, but it's like, it makes me intrigued on the future of where things are going. Like, huge disclaimer here. I don't think AI art is by any means as cool as an actual artist drawing something beautiful and creative from the human mind and something that no one's ever seen before. Like AI art is all based on an algorithm of things that it's seen, right? Yeah. I think that's how it works. So like, by no means do I think it's as cool or as like, man, this was I'm so talented because I went and plugged in 10 photos. Like, that's not what I'm saying. And by no means do I want AI art to replace normal artists out there.
But I do think it's going to be like super useful for a lot of different, like this is a good case. It's like if you wanted to get 50 new ideas for a profile picture or a brand or something like that.
Exactly.
This is like a super convenient, low cost way to do it.
Yeah.
And then you could be like, oh, I like this concept a lot.
Let me actually think about how I would do that.
Or like, this is like a great proof of work. Let me show this to this artist I really love and then commission them to do something that's like in this realm of things. I think that's like
really if it gives
useful.
you 50 styles, then you're like, okay, maybe I like that style. And then we do some creative after that.
It's kind of like, you ever use 99 Designs?
No.
It's basically just like that. It's you go and put like, hey, like I want a logo for my company.
Yeah.
Or like a whole brand, like mood board or something like that. And you pay like $1,000 and you have a dozen or 24 different artists submit their ideas based on like your kind of like what you want.
Right.
And then you can kind of pick from what they create and then you pick a winner and they get the money.
What? But that's pretty sick. It's like an auction house for like a artist?
It's like a request for a bid kind of.
Yeah,
like everyone
it's like
puts
eBay but artists.
Sort of. I wouldn't call it eBay because the other people that submit their stuff, if you don't pick them, they don't get anything.
Oh, damn.
So like artists will be on there and they'll be like, I don't know. So for example, one of the companies for Team Playback, the logo, we're like, we want a, like a
mass
triangle.
Production company.
Yeah, production company. We want like a triangle as like a play button, but we kind of wanted a P and a B in there or something like that.
Oh, you actually did this for the logo?
Yeah.
Really?
And then we got a bunch of different designs and it's just like, for this case, it was like 200 different triangles essentially.
Yeah.
And then we picked the one we liked the best and worked with that artist to like do a bunch of revisions to get to where he wanted.
Yeah.
And that guy got the $1,000 or whatever it was.
What?
But the AI thing is the same thing. You basically put like, because this is one where you upload your photos and it
Right.
recreates you.
See, this is what I want to get to is the prompts.
Yeah, so
the prompt ones.
This has been around for like months now.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
a lot of my friends are doing it with like Photoshop stuff, but you can basically go into other apps and type in like cat in space with
Right.
like abstract theme or whatever.
Yep.
Or we could go and be like playback triangle with minimalistic lines or something like that. And it would
Yeah.
just create a bunch of AI
Right.
images of that.
See, this is the
Cut
one that I
out a
like.
ton of time, cut out a ton of the cost.
Yeah.
And then we take that. That's not like the final product in my eyes because I don't think it's that good yet. Take that and say, here, artists, we want to do it like this. And then
Right.
they have like a really good idea of where to go. It just cuts out a lot of time.
Well, so this is a perfect segue into something that I've already done, by the way. Is so the main one that I've used is one called Midjourney.
Okay.
Have you heard of that one?
I don't think so. There's dozens that I've
Right.
used.
But so Midjourney is one. It's like basically you can like it's like connected with Discord. So you like join their Discord server. Like you basically have like a membership to it. You have like a bunch of free trial attempts at stuff, and then you start paying like a $10 monthly fee or something like that to do like 200 images a month or something like that. And it's just a lot of people experimenting with what it can do.
Right.
And again, it's what Matt described. It's a prompt-based one where you are inputting phrases, almost like SEO, like you're tagging a YouTube video or something, and it churns out what the AI is like. The AI is like, oh, you put in cat space and like you said,
Abstract,
cartoonish or
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and then you see a cartoon cat with some stars around it, and you're like, whoa, that was cool. Even though no one drew this, it's just what an algorithm is saying. It's just really freaky. It's just freaky. It's like weird, like almost Black Mirror stuff that gets me like, it's like exciting and also scary at the same time.
Right.
And so what I did is before this podcast, because I didn't want to tell Matt anything before we recorded, I actually typed in a relevant podcast to people and also just did a relevant podcast.
No.
And what I got was actually really cool. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Okay, I have it on my phone. I have multiple potential irrelevant podcast profile pics now that are completely.
Boys, we're getting an upgrade.
We could do it.
Because we clearly did not prepare a whole lot for this one.
We could do it.
Marley?
So the first one that I did, this one was just called Irrelevant Podcast, right? I don't know what an AI thinks irrelevant is. That's why I thought it was so intriguing. Like, what does an AI think irrelevant is? They know what a podcast is. But they don't know what like irrelevant. Anything in existence could be irrelevant, right? This was the photo. What on earth is going on? And if you're listening on Spotify, basically,
I'll be honest with you, the AI did not hit this one very well.
it's so strange, right?
It's like got absolutely nothing to do.
It's like a bunch of
AI. This is irrelevant to people. Oh, irrelevant.
No, this is
podcast.
just a relevant podcast.
Okay.
And I did this today, and it's just there's a lot of. It looks like a cityscape with like blue and red lighting, and
it's not as bad.
There's a lot of like bars, so maybe the podcast was like
that's what I'm
wave
thinking.
bars or something, or like volume bars. But it's so I'm like, this looks kind of cool though. Like, what am I seeing? It also looks like there might be a person at the bottom of it, in the bottom middle.
Yeah. Or another building maybe. It looks like there's trees.
Yeah.
Too.
Right.
If you put two people, I'm curious. I feel like that would change it a lot.
This is what I wanted to show you. So, going back to, my other stuff, right? I did the two people one is freaky. Really freaky.
It's got you with your long hair.
Wait, what?
It's got you with the beard and long hair.
No.
Can you imagine?
No. Can you imagine if it knew us?
Oh, dude, I'd be horrified.
This is the.
I would be like, oh my
Matt,
God.
You're gonna be like, what is this? This is a relevant podcast.
Dude, that's us.
People.
That's us. Two potato head.
Look at that.
Peeps.
It's like two silhouettes. And there's just like a abstract sky because it's irrelevant, I guess. So it's not like anything concrete.
Honestly,
I don't know.
that's not bad.
There it is. There's our Spotify logo.
We both have like boulder chins. They're so round.
Yeah, I know. And then the last one, okay, there was this one which gave me an idea. And it was like a like a looks like an 80s like television screen. You're about to get brainwashed.
Oh God.
Weird like color bars in the background.
Ooh,
Pretty cool, right?
Every single one of these has the same color, like
Right?
color board.
Which is weird. And I typed for this one, a relevant podcast advertisement in the future. So I was like, okay, maybe there's an advertisement for the Irrelevant podcast in the future. That it looks like retro future as well.
It does.
But I could imagine our logo Irrelevant on the top, and it's like that looks pretty cool, pretty sick for being AI generated.
Pretty cool.
And then I did some other tests with like Cyberpunk City,
The Irrelevant.
Yeah, but I thought that was really sick. And then for some reason, I typed in Irrelevant podcast photorealistic, and I got this wildly beautiful.
Wow.
There's like two roads crossing at the bottom, and there's just a sky box above this forest.
I want to know where they pull like those images from, because that looks like a legitimate painting.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm assuming it's not just another painting that someone's made and it's just like, hey, here's this painting.
Yeah, I don't know. I maybe it is a painting that exists somewhere already and they just modify it. I don't know.
Well, I think they pull like a bunch of stock images and whatever relevant material they can legally use.
But also, what is the legal ramifications of that? Could we use that?
Dude, I have no idea.
I don't know either.
This is like, you could ask this question for a million different things that the government has just not answered anything on.
Like,
who knows?
What if they took it from...
I assume that each one of these has some sort of copyright like terms. And to my knowledge, I'm sure they should be pulling from like stock images or some library that they have access to commercially.
Right.
But who knows? I'm sure there's plenty that aren't doing that are totally just freeballing it.
Do.
That's the internet, dude.
But do you find it cool or do you find it scary?
I think it's both cool and a little scary.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
But I think most things that are like a little scary are good though.
Yeah.
You need a little uncertainty.
That's true. I mean, you gotta, if someone's gonna be the first to do something amazing, it's always gonna look like
there's got to be a little bit of fear.
You know, I don't know what the right word is, the untrekked path. Like, oh man, that's not even charted over there. But maybe that is where we need to go. You know, maybe there is a diamond in that cave, even though that cave looks scary. I'm saying that about AI though, so that's kind of cringe. But I don't know.
No, I think.
I mean, I've said.
I think it's definitely. The only thing I worry about a little bit is that there is a world where it does get so good that it takes over a lot of the, like if you're for like production company,
right?
If it gets so good that it can edit a video better than a human can, that could be a good thing, but it would also take away a lot of creative jobs, I imagine.
So
unless you start, I mean, I'm sure the industry would adapt to find a way to use it beneficially. I think instead of just removing the jobs entirely.
Yeah, I that's the scary bit. It's like how far does it go, and then when do people start going, oh man, I spent my entire life working on this skill, and
now a robot took my job.
Yeah, it sounds, you know, we've talked about it before though on the podcast. I'm pretty sure I asked you on a podcast, hey Matt, would you have an android clean up your house if you could do it? And we're both like, yeah.
Absolutely.
So there's a weird double-edged sword to that, because we're like,
that's true.
We're like, yeah, we would totally.
I want
be down
them to
for
do
that.
the shit that's no one wants to do, but I want to do the cool stuff.
There's still people who do that though, like, and that's their thing, and maybe they don't like it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's people that don't like doing the stuff that we enjoy doing too.
Yeah,
like sitting down on a podcast.
There has to be somebody who likes like organizing things.
Oh,
right?
for sure. Yeah. But I think having the AI to do stuff that you don't want to do, no matter what it is, I think most people would probably be down for. I think it's like anything else, I guess, because there's been plenty of jobs that have gotten taken over by technology or innovations.
Do you think it's inevitable?
Absolutely.
To a way, but where does it stop?
We're not. No.
We're not there.
No,
We're not doing that tonight.
Not
We're
tonight.
we're too
Where does it end? What is the meaning of life? Are we the only people in the world?
We're not going to even get into this. I want to do this on another one, but he's actually watched Lost in its entirety since the last episode.
Yeah, dude, I got through it in 2 weeks.
No, not 2 weeks. Oh, I get no. You're still doing the meme. I was about to say,
I'm
I was
gonna
like,
keep it
there's
going
no
the whole
way. Okay,
episode.
Yeah, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. But no, seriously. So like, hey, I got him to watch it. We did it. We made it happen.
I did watch it, and it's a great show.
Nice. We'll talk about. I think we should talk about another one.
We can,
because it'd be way too long of a segment. But I was gonna say, yeah, we should maybe halt ourselves from going down the. You know what? No. Where does it end? Where does the? We don't halt ourselves. Liam told me this one time. Liam watched the podcast and he was
way
like,
gone before it actually like comes to a real crazy point.
Liam was like, my favorite thing that you guys do is when you guys just ramble about some nonsense and just go off the deep end.
I feel like that's all we do.
But where does it? Okay, so where does it end?
Where does what end?
Where does look? We're starting to get art generated. Like my profile picture on Twitter was made by an AI right now. Where does it end, Matt? I
think we are just getting started. We got a ways to go.
But then what's next?
I don't know, dude. Your guess is as good as mine. It's probably going to get really good way quicker than everyone thinks.
Yeah.
And it's going to change a lot of industries, just like other things that we won't talk about this podcast. But, you know, you might have an idea what I'm talking about. I'm kidding.
I say nothing to that.
I feel like all this stuff's inevitable. Like, what are we? We're gonna just stay the same forever, and nothing's ever gonna change. No one's ever gonna.
That's true.
Advance tech, like, of course it's gonna take over. I just don't know how it's gonna happen, or when, or how long. I think it's gonna be quicker than people think.
Yeah.
I think this is like a little blip of like.
Wow, remember when they got excited about the profile pictures?
Yeah. Well,
now they talk.
It's like. This word generation, like AI generated thing, has been around for, I would say, at least a year that I know of.
Yeah.
Friends have been doing
to this
it.
level of
maybe it's probably gotten a bit better now, but I feel like this was the first case where it kind of went viral.
Yeah.
Where like, because it's so shareable, because it's so personal to you. You're like, oh, I want to share this. And then I was like, where'd you get that? Like, and then all of a sudden everyone's doing it. And now they're all talking about it. And here we are talking about it.
It's crazy that it's always when it relates to. That's how selfish we are as people, guys.
It's all social,
like,
dude.
Every time it's something like Midjourney's been around for a bit, like doing the prompts and stuff and making, like we talked about this, the cat in space and all that.
Yeah.
That's been around. You could have done that months ago. But once you start tangling it with, but what about yourself though? What about show your friends what you can do? Like, look how hot you can look.
It's personalized.
Look how sexy your AI looks.
You have a reason to care now.
Or not your AI, your profile, your picture.
You can AI your girlfriend.
Look how
and all your fantasies
jaws
are now real.
Dude, there's gonna.
When she walks in on you, you better hope she looks good in that picture.
It's crazy. It's such a like weird future.
I have a question.
Going towards. Yeah.
What happens if you upload nudes?
Okay,
I kind of want to try it. I just don't have any nudes.
The app said not to do that though.
Oh, really? I see. I didn't.
There was a warning.
There was like a whole list of do and don'ts, and I didn't read any.
It was like it basically said don't be in a photo with other people. Don't. Yeah. Like it needed to like have a pure.
I actually did put those, and then it removed them.
Yeah,
because I'm an idiot.
I did that for my like group photos too.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I someone's had to have tried it though.
Oh, for sure.
But that's terrible.
See, I put one photo in there where I was shirtless after I did the 30 days at the gym, right? And it really influenced some of these photos because my nipples are like just there randomly in so many photos, and I'm like, why?
But what?
Like, there's like it's like a shirt.
Yeah,
I'll put it on screen. There's a shirt, and it's just like the nipples are through the shirt. It's like what? What the hell, dude?
Even when you have a shirt, they poke out.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, man.
They're like really prevalent.
They're trying to tell you
AI
something.
was really feeling the nips that day. That's what I'm saying. What if you did naked?
I don't know. I don't think it would do it. I don't think they have it in their system to do it right now.
What are you, in their system?
I don't know how it works.
What are you talking about? It's in their system.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, I don't know.
It's AI, dude.
But
it's probably like it takes the features, some of them, cartoonizes some of them, and then pulls other relevant images to mesh together to make these different things.
I also am not kidding. I think the AI was a little bit misogynistic.
In what way?
Like for me, like when Emmy walked into the room, I'm being kind of funny, but like when Emmy walked into the room, she was just like, and she wouldn't mind me saying this. Like she was just like, that does not look like me from the face down. Like it would like for like
I see what you're saying.
For a woman, it would go like so
it enhanced
hard,
her features.
Yeah, it would go so hardcore in that way of like.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If I go on there naked and it gives me like a huge schlong, like I kind of want to see what that looks like.
But I'm just saying like Emmy's photos looked way better than mine, in my opinion. Like way better. Like and it was like
maybe
not
she looks really
better in like a like it was hers was way more sexual. They were way more. That's what I mean by misogynistic.
Well, what
it was
photos?
like,
I feel like what photos did you upload for her?
It's like
just
normal
like regular photos?
like
right.
normal photos from like photo shoots she's been in, and like just her smiling or something. And it's like, here's her as a goddess with like metal galaxy armor, like every single anime of all time. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like, here is you with your
with
hair,
a robe,
with a robe, fully like my neck is like,
yeah, that's
like
true.
this.
That is.
Then,
I'll give you that.
And here's also your long hair, and you look like a rocker. And it put me like longer hair with some.
Give you
mine.
more hair.
It was.
Some
strange.
of mine were cut off like just
Yeah,
my head.
No, I had that too.
But then the other ones were not. They were
and they would
a
pick
lot of
categories. It'd be like, oh yeah, there's a superhero category for you. You're a superhero.
Those random?
I don't know.
I feel like they're probably.
I feel like it is probably random, but also it's just weird. It's kind of scary. Like an algorithm went, hey,
yo,
check out yourself as a superhero. You want to be like Oliver Queen? After 5 years of hell, Jordan comes home with only one goal: to simp over AI pictures of his girlfriend.
You know what? While you are correct, you did simp over those photos.
I did, and I didn't have the realization, and I woke up.
Whoever is like programming these things is doing a good job for the business, at least.
What do you mean? What's that mean?
Because you literally uploaded her photos and paid for it.
I mean, you mean for the business of like that?
Yeah. Like you know, there's. I think low key, it's genius. They probably, like I said, they probably made a fortune. Because it's so relatable and everyone's like wanting to, it's so social, you know?
This is what's crazy.
So much so that you uploaded your own girlfriend's photos and then simped over them.
I went, yeah.
Like, yeah, that's actually, I mean, hers were actually dope though, to be fair. Like, and I actually showed Jess hers too that you sent me. Yeah.
Did she like
and
them?
she was like, oh my God.
She liked them?
She looks ridiculously good.
There was a lot.
Like it did her really well, I think.
There was like some with her like with like a bow and arrow, like in like she was like a warrior in the like she was on Lord of the Rings or something. I was like, this is sick. This is genuinely sick. But then I was like, wait, maybe I need to wake up from this. This might be
a pipe dream.
Yeah, it seems a little strange. And again, it's like, where does it all go? And something you brought up earlier that kind of like made me think about this. I feel like we've seen, when we go back to like content creation, me and you, right? Look, personally for me, when like, here's a very good example of like how tech has improved in a crazy way. And it's going to just keep doing this. And we're going to keep being surprised in all these different sorts of ways. And it's just wild. Back in the day, to make subtitles on a YouTube video was really, really hard.
Yeah.
It was like maybe one of the most time consuming things to me. I don't know if you agree with that.
It took forever. They even had companies that you could pay to caption all your videos for you. Yeah. And it wasn't cheap.
You know how like nowadays every YouTube video that's like, you know, like they know what they're doing. They have subtitles that are like poppy and they're on the screen. On TikTok as well, and shorts, they're like in the middle of the screen. Hey, trust me, if I make more shorts, the subtitles are gonna be in the middle of the screen. But like, you know, they just pop out and they just super fast. Sometimes it's like one word at a time. It's super quick. Like back in the day, that was unbelievably annoying to do.
Yes.
And now, like in some of the same programs like Premiere, right? Like a lot of people use Adobe Premiere to edit. you can run like and I think honestly TikTok is a big one that's done this in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
The auto generated captions have gotten so much better than they used to be, where you could run the auto captions and just correct a few mistakes and you're like, damn, I got my captions.
Yep.
It's done. I don't even have to place them on screen. Like I could just go where they want them to be placed. All I got to do is change the font on all of them. I'm good.
Yep.
And maybe you can customize a little bit more. It takes some time if you really want it to look good. But in the sense of, I remember when I was a kid and I was going, let's say you're in one of my videos. I'm like, oh, Matt said, let there be light. And I go, let there be light. All right, resize, animate this, animate that, change the color. Oh man, I didn't save the font from last time. I got to do that again. Like it was like all these different steps. I had to do it for every single word.
Yep.
And what I wanted to get to is I saw a video from, iJustine.
Yeah.
Really old school creator, still doing a lot of stuff with like tech and everything. She's been around forever.
Yeah, she has.
But I saw a video that she posted like recently. There's this editing program. This is not an ad, by the way. I'm not like
we have no sponsors.
We have no sponsor. You guys think we have a sponsor for the last 2 weeks?
Prime, that's not a sponsor.
Do like Prime, but not a sponsor. It's a good drink. It's a really good drink. It's only like 20 calories or something. Anyways, oh my god, there's a motorcycle or something.
They probably can't
chill
hear
out. Oh, they can't hear it probably.
Probably not.
Oh wow, that's wild. I'm not used to the holding mic method.
It's
this is
definitely
new.
definitely different.
So, anyways, she was promoting. She was definitely sponsored, but it was this. I think it was a thing called Descript, and it was an editing program where Marley, you're so cute. It was an editing program that was you edit a video with this program that's all based on text, like not like basically. You instead of editing a video by like going to where the video, like you look at the visuals and you edit and cut from there, you actually type to edit. It was like you literally delete words from the script and it deletes that part of the video. It was wild. I was like, oh my God, this actually would be good for like podcasts.
Yeah.
Because when you don't like, say you don't need some crazy visuals or anything like that, you just look at the script that it auto generates.
Yep.
And then you just go, okay, well, I said like there, or there's a big there, delete, and it cuts right on where it hears the voices. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like she was fully editing a video without clicking on a video. She was editing the video by looking at the script and
just deleting words.
And that the whole program is based on deleting words. And you can type. You just type backspace and stuff like that to edit the video. I'm like, that's
cool.
This is very nuts and very good for like essay type of content and stuff like that. Like
podcast would be perfect.
Chop would be really good to use it, to be honest.
Right. No, it's true. You can. It's funny actually. Jess had to do like a.
It's not really AI stuff, but it's just text.
No, but it's along the lines there because the tech's getting way better.
Yeah.
Jess had to do like a transcript of a video. It was like a 10-minute video. She had to like write out the transcript for it. Mm-hmm. And usually she like writes the whole, like goes and watches the video and writes the whole thing down. I'm like, Jess, I'll throw it in Premiere. It'll auto do it in 20 seconds. And then I'll just give you the Word doc. Done. Like so much better. It's also with that, like with the Photoshop or Lightroom, you used to have the pen tool. If you want to like clip something out, like a subject out of a background, you pen tool the whole thing, cut it out. Now I literally go in there, click remove background, done. Yep. And it's not perfect, but it's usually pretty good.
They even have that. It's
just like
they have it on
so
iPhone.
much easier.
They have it on iPhone now too.
You can literally hold down it's ridiculously good and drag it in, use it as like a sticker, send it to a friend.
Yeah, you can if you guys don't know about this, like just if you have the latest iOS, if say you had a picture of your cat, you took a photo of your cat. Oh. You took a photo of your cat and you basically, in your camera roll, you just hold down on the cat's face and it will like outline Marley, for instance, and you can hit copy and just paste it to anyone in iMessage and you just sent them like an emote.
You can put it anywhere.
I used it to make an emote for stream.
You basically are making emotes with one click.
With so one easy. Click. Like what the hell? That took us ages.
I know. And that's the thing is like this stuff's happening relatively so fast.
I can't believe she's here for this podcast.
I know, she's just chilling, bro. She's having a good time.
She's so
She's
cute.
a cutie.
She's such a fluff.
So fluffy.
But yeah, is there something you foresee that could happen like soon, or something you're already saying?
I feel like years ago, when Tesla was first coming out and people were unsure about it.
Yeah.
I was just like, you realize like tech just advances. It basically doubles every year, or usually every 2 years.
Right.
More or less. Not everything, but a lot of things. I'm like, what do you expect to happen, bro? The self-driving car thing is going to happen so much quicker than people realize. Anything that's got tech involved with it is just going to it's like exponential.
Yeah.
If it doubles every 2 or even every 4 years, 10, 20 years from now, like, it's going to be way more intense than it is now. And I think people just can't really process that because it's happening faster and faster and faster now. But like for this stuff, it's so helpful for a creator.
Oh yeah. Oh, it makes the process easier. And maybe in a way, there is some bits of it where I'm really glad you can do like subtitles, for instance, because that wasn't like, sure, you could be like skilled in it to do that, like make some really good subtitles, but like it's something that sped up the amount of, okay, I can actually spend some time on the more unique parts of the video that matter, which is the actual content, like the actual premise of the video, how the edit is, all this. I don't have to just think, oh my God, I got to do subtitles for like 3 hours.
Bubble
tonight.
font and animating your the cat jumped over the couch.
What's the Microsoft thing? It's like
the brown fox.
The brown fox
jumped something. It's like the phrase has got every letter in it of the alphabet.
Yeah. That's what it is.
The quick brown fox jumped something.
Yeah, it's when you get something from defont.com.
Defont, bro.
I'm saying this, and I'm saying this with the subtitles thing. I haven't made a video with subtitles and edited that myself in years, though.
You don't really have to. And YouTube subtitles everything now, too.
That's true. They do a pretty good job.
Here's a little hack.
Hmm?
You can actually get like the full transcript of a YouTube video right off of YouTube, of any video on the platform.
That you don't own.
Yeah.
Like
if you wanted to. Yeah, I forget what it's like there's like a tab on the description somewhere.
It's probably for accessibility purposes, I would say.
Well, yeah. Probably for people that are like deaf or something like that. Because that's why they have the captions. But you can actually get like the full transcript right off of YouTube.
Why though? Like why?
I don't know.
Need that?
I don't know, but it's a feature.
That's really.
And I was like, low key, that's actually amazing, because if I ever needed to get something from like a reference for another video, like it's just so much easier to pull it from there quickly than having to go through Premiere.
Yeah, and then you can download it and do a Control F on it, right?
Control F.
Like you could download the script, and then if you wanted to like search and
to find a certain part.
Yeah,
Like, exactly.
Did I say this somewhere in this video, this hour-long podcast? When did I talk about this?
Yeah.
And then you could
easily
search it.
Yep.
Because I don't think you wouldn't be able to like search it normally. That being said, dude, I think one of the best features of YouTube ever is the chapters.
Chapters are great.
Oh my God. People who don't do chapters, I'm like, you're crazy. Chapters are so good.
Dude, it's so helpful.
It just makes every video feel like if there's like a 50-minute video, like this podcast.
It feels more digestible.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. There's so many podcasts that don't do it still. And it blows my mind.
You got to spend the time to do it. I can't wait till they can automate it and it's good.
Dude, there you go. That's what could happen.
Because every time I go to do them, I'm like, God, this is a drag. Like it's just another step in the upload process. Like I just want to get the video out. I don't want to listen to the whole thing for a 5th time.
Right. But if it knew.
Oh, they actually already started doing that. The auto generate, but they're not good. I saw it the other day when I uploaded a video. I haven't uploaded a lot lately.
Me either, man.
I gotta do that more. We're gonna upload this one. That's good.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about why we're doing this?
Sure. I don't even know.
Do you even know why, or you just kind of you're just winging it?
Well, is there like a reason we're doing this specific podcast right now?
I don't know, man. Like, I'm just like, why do you think we're here?
People wanted to see them, and I'm down to do them. We just got busy over the last couple of weeks. I told you.
Dude, they're gonna hate us for like
weeks turned into months. Months turned into It's been over a year, I think.
Yeah. Last episode was August 2021.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. A lot has changed. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I just, I wanted to.
I feel like you like we've been talking about this for the last couple of months, like kind of like, hey, like we should do one, but not actually like physically doing one. But now this weekend, you were very much like, we need to do this. And we're recording this on a Sunday night, like I said, 10:30.
Right. It's just
not like a really optimal time, I would say.
But it's just like old times. We used to do that a lot.
We did used to do it late at night. But my point is the fact that we're making time to do this on a week, probably the most chill day of the week.
Yeah.
Late at night. And I played like 3 football games today, so I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, I was like, Matt, I'm really sorry because I just feel like you're going to be so tired for this. And he's like, no.
I was like, no, we got to do it.
Well, because we will be tired.
Yeah. This was the only time we could do it. So I was like, we got to do it. But I feel like you really wanted to do it this weekend.
I was bursting at the seams to do it.
Why? So the question is for you, not me.
Well, okay. So I will say, I feel like back in the day when the reason we got away from it, I think there was it was definitely me at first. I think I got really busy with stuff. And I remember you going on like vacation or something for a bit, for like a good 2 or 3 weeks or something. Yeah. And then after that, I was like, oh man, I'm just not feeling up for it or something like that. I think it was mostly probably me, to be honest. I don't know. We could say collectively it's both of us.
I went away for like a month.
Yeah.
Over the summer, I think. Yeah, actually it was last year in August. And then it just got busy, you know? Just a couple of weeks got really busy.
Yeah, for me, I think what it is, there's a lot of reasons actually why I want to do this. It's a lot of compounding things have been happening like the past couple months. One of which is I feel like I've been doing a lot of very big life decisions and just lots of big steps, and also really trying to make sure other people are happy. And not to say that's bad, like making sure other people are happy is a good thing, right? Like it's a good thing, but I feel like I haven't had a lot of time to like myself and just having my own creative outlet. I've sort of like been missing it lately. And for context, last time we did this podcast, me and Em were like a year into our relationship or something like that. We now own a house. We bought a house a month ago. And since then, it's been amazing. It's been awesome. I'm learning how crazy a mortgage is, though, and now I'm terrified of monetarily situations like that. But it's fun. Me and Matt have talked about that a little bit too. Just that feeling is definitely different. But having it is better than spending godly amounts of money on an apartment in LA where I'm getting basically robbed. Not gonna lie, it feels good to have something in my name. But we've had, with Thanksgiving and everything, there's been this sort of in and out a lot of different people. Like Chop's been here in LA the last couple of weeks, which has been amazing. Don't get me wrong. But, I have this thing in the back of my mind, like I need to make sure Chop is good. I want to make sure he has a good LA experience. He doesn't go back at the end of his journey of LA and he's like, man, I hate LA. I don't want to ever go back there. Right. And I also don't want, like when my dad showed up for Thanksgiving, same thing. I was like, okay, I got to make sure Dad's good. My dad and Emmy's dad met for the first time on Thanksgiving. We had Chop. You would have definitely been invited to Thanksgiving, by the way, if you were here. I know I saw some
posts. It looked pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, Chop came over. We had like sort of a small Thanksgiving get together, and combining all that, and then this last week, Emmy's mom was here. So there's just been this like it's almost felt like a TV show in a way where every single week there's been somebody new at the house and somebody like okay, and not in a bad way. Again, not in a bad way. It's just like, okay, there's another element to this right now that I need to make sure they're good. I need to make sure they're having a good time. We're hosting correctly and all this kind of stuff. Like you don't want to be a bad host for anybody, right? And so when that's been going on for like a bit of time, a couple of weeks, my brain all of a sudden just had a realization last week of, oh my God, like I need like a night to myself where I'm just like playing a video game with you. Yeah. And we did that like recently. We were like, and I was really down, I think, because of that. It's like we played some MW2 like multiplayer together with Chop as well. And
we got to run that back.
That was a good time. We played some S&D matches. That was a really good time.
We won
really
14 in a row. So
yeah, we're still 14-0 on our streak right now.
We got to keep that going.
Yeah, that was really sick. And then, you know, stuff like that. And then also, I really want to get back into like making more content for myself again. I say myself, you're here too, but like this is kind of for both of us.
Content
like
that you want to make.
Wait, what?
Content that you want to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like just, I love that people loved, I kept thinking and see it all the time. People are always asking, hey, Irrelevant's coming back soon, right? I'm like, bro, it's been like a year. Why are you still asking about that? That's amazing, huh? Like, we don't deserve that. Like, how is that? Like, how did this podcast have that effect on a lot of people in that way? I don't know, but it means a lot. It really does. And seeing that all the time and knowing that, damn, we can just go and talk about some stuff. And it seems like, hopefully, when it's released, some people still want to watch it.
Yeah.
That's like a really good creative feeling that I really wanted to get back to. And again, I think I wouldn't have felt this way as much if it wasn't for people like you were just teasing that we were potentially recording this today, and people are like, we had multiple people on Twitter going, no way. Oh my God, no way. And I'm like, dude, yes. Like what? And I know
also, that's saying something because my Twitter is dead. My Twitter dead.
Washed up.
Dude, so washed. It's irrelevant. It's like
that
fully dead. But people actually answered, which is great. It's great, dude.
It's like, I don't know. I think as well, there's been a lot of, sorry, I'm talking so much on this point.
No,
I just
dude,
think,
get it all out.
I think as well, there's been this fire in me lately of like, I don't want, how do I describe this? I don't want my creativity to die out. I don't want it to die out. And I don't want to like, in terms of videos, obviously I'm still working a game development job and there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing there creatively, but you don't see that stuff. I'm always someone who grew up loving to share my stuff like instantly with people. And the fact that I haven't had too many ways of doing that lately, and in some ways I did it to myself. Like I miss that feeling of just being able to instantly be like, yeah, we record this on Sunday and this week people will see what we said, and just pretty fast feedback loop. And I don't know, like I've seen also as well, there's been no shade to anyone, but there's been like a tremendous amount of podcasts that have like, hey, we're doing a podcast, and then they die out like immediately.
Like us.
Yes. But what I'm saying is we're recording one right now. Like I've been seeing like that happening nonstop, and I'm like, let me just go get a mic with Matt right now. Like we gotta put a stop to this. We gotta just record some stuff because I don't know. I've been seeing that a lot, and I'm like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy right now. I want to put some fire into it and show people like, yeah, like let's put some content out. Let's have some fun and talk about whatever, do whatever. I almost don't even want to put like a time schedule on it though.
I think it's better going in fully blind, first of all.
Yeah.
Because I think when we started this, we wanted to have like a good brand and good branding and like have some kind of concept of what we're going to talk about on the show and make sure we have material. I think it's better if we just wing it.
Yeah.
Because that's like all the conversations we would have before the show would be just normal conversation. Like we just hop on and start talking, or just meet up and start talking. Yeah. I think that's the best way to go. Then there's like less expectations, and I think it's more raw and real that way. Yeah.
My favorite podcast is, I think I told you this, is Cody Co's TMG.
And theirs is, even though it's like really high production value, theirs is,
it's so relaxed.
Super.
They sit in chairs. They're like space chairs, and they go like, they're just like in a spaceship set, and they're looking away from each other, and they're like, yo, did you see Elon Musk? Like, that was crazy, right? This past week. And they just like sit there, and I'm like, these guys are so chill, and
they really are.
And even Mr. Beast, when he's on their podcast, he got there and he's like, man, you guys are so mellow.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, what the hell, man? Why would you say that? But like, that is the vibe that I like. It's just being able to like kick back, relax. We don't have our shoes on. We're just vibing. The cat's asleep.
I think it died. Oh, there it is. So fluffy.
You're so fluffy. But yeah, no, I like, that's my favorite podcast for sure, is one in that area. And also I think long form is just fun. Like everybody's so focused on short form right now with shorts and TikTok and everything. It's kind of fun just to be like, yeah, here's a hour long thing, you know? How do you feel?
I think it's way more intimate, this format.
Really? More than how we did it?
No. I mean like podcasts.
Okay.
Podcast versus like a short form or
oh yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of like the YouTube formula right now feels, it's, you know what I mean? It's like the Mr. Beast type video where it's super fast paced, super high energy, you know, trying to keep everyone's attention. This is almost the opposite. It's really dragged out, really personal. Like you really get to know us, you really get our actual like vibe. Yeah. And I think that's why people are still asking a year later, like, where is it? Because people that actually like the show and felt a connection or like could relate to what we were saying.
Parasocial.
There you go. I feel that way too. Because the podcast I watch, I'm like, man, I really feel like I could be in the room with them and just have a conversation. Because a lot of the stuff that they're saying, even though we're not anything alike, I can relate to a lot of stuff. And I have interest in a lot of the topics of the podcast that I watch, like a Noel and Cody, or like Impulsive. I think is actually a really good show.
A lot of people used to hate on Logan Paul so much, but his show is actually really good.
Oh, dude, and they're dynamic, and there's like they have such such different perspectives on some things, and it's just, I mean, it's really good. It encompasses all different kinds of people, but I don't know. I think it's way more intimate format, and I think it's good. I think it's really good for a true audience, like a true.
You're hardcore.
Yeah, like the viewers really care about the show and about the people on it. Yeah. Like Jess would listen to this, the Morning Toasters, or like what they call their audience. She's diehard for these girls. And they have like Facebook groups and stuff. And it's just every morning, like she listens to it every day without fail. And I can't help but feel like she's a huge fan, because she just feels like, because it's so just casual conversation type video. Like not produced at all. And some of the shit they say, I'm like, bro, what are these girls on? But she loves it. So
I've never seen it. I don't know. That it reminds me of man, if you can just get into the routine of what people like, their day-to-day routine. And that's my favorite thing. It's when, and I think we did do this with Irrelevant, maybe on a smaller scale compared to some of these big guys out there, right? But there are people who all the time, I play this when I work out, or when I go on my Monday jog, I play the Irrelevant episode. I'm like, okay, that's sick. Like what?
When they're working out or when they're driving.
Yeah, when they're driving. I love podcasts for driving. But maybe that's something to think about too, is there a way we can incorporate like a specific time that feels like that's like a good routine time for people? Maybe not a day, but like just if they see it that day at this one specific time, it like hits better. Like I assume morning is better, probably, because you're gonna be asleep at night, or a lot of people will have different time zones. So the morning you could use the podcast throughout your day, right? Like Good Mythical Morning. Just it's not really a podcast, but
you mean like doing this live?
Or no, I don't mean doing it live. Like when you release it. Like when did you release these before? Every time it was always
whenever.
It was always like midday, right?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not even sure I really paid that much attention to when I released it. Yeah. I feel like whenever I was done, I was just like, let's just upload it, unless it was super late. Yeah, because people listen to these things when's convenient. That's for true. Them.
Yeah, at least there's a better time for people. I don't know. Maybe put that in the comments. Like,
what time do you typically listen, or when do you typically listen to your podcasts? I feel like it's going to be all kinds of things, like listening when they're driving, when they're working out, when they're working like on the computer, just like playing it in the background, when they're playing games, whatever. It'll probably be any or every time, when they're cooking, when they're cleaning.
I always do that.
And they become an AI robot.
when you have to wait the 30 minutes for the AI to generate your photos.
Oh my God. They must have been overloaded on that, because Jess's took forever to go.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, they must be getting hella traffic.
Mine was 30 minutes.
Yeah, hers was like 2.5 hours.
Oh my God.
And she only did 50 photos.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, they upped the prices because they're making loot right now. Guaranteed.
How do you, dude, just to think, that's like the kind of stuff I'm like, granted, I don't know what all goes into it, but whoever did that, they're like this right now. They're just going,
dude.
hell
Like,
yeah.
we hit it. We hit it right.
They really did.
You know what we didn't hit right? The chapters in this video, because we've referenced back so many times. It's like, how do I get this all in the chapter about the AI when I talk about it here and there and over here?
Well, to be fair, I wanted the AI to be the big one.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
How do you feel about life and content before we wrap it up? Content, life, podcasts.
If I'm being honest with myself, I have slacked massively on content lately. I'm not going to get deep in it, but crypto's in the shitter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It is. And so the crypto channel that I've been doing for the past year and a half was my main content vehicle for a while.
Dude, you got so busy with that. I remember.
I did. I was crushing it. I was doing a lot of videos and they were doing really well. And then the market crashed. And now I'm kind of like I kind of feel like I did when I was posting zombies on the way out. Like, this shit's not really working at the moment.
Right.
I'm a little unsure about my angle on the content, because if you don't really love what you're doing, it's so hard to do it, man. And I was doing a lot of NFT videos, and for the last beginning part of this year and end of last year, I felt really good about the content I was making. I felt like I really had an understanding of what I wanted to do and what people could find useful. And I know that a lot of people that watch my content got into NFTs because of the videos I posted. Like, that was their first introduction to that whole world.
Yeah.
And I've had people reach out and say that, like, constantly on Discord.
Yeah.
So that's great, because the videos that I made that was kind of the purpose, to like share my experience of how I got into it and why I think it's cool. And then other people could make their own decision on it. But now I don't feel strongly about where the space is. I feel like it's in a really crap spot, not just like financially, but like almost ethically. And like the utility of it is not what it was or what I thought it was earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Like the use case, I think there's definitely a use case, but it's not like we hit this onboarding of people, and now we're in this like really ugly spot where everyone got greedy and it was all about making money. And now it's not about what the actual use case of it could be. And we need to get back to that point. So it's really hard for me to make a video about something that I feel like
it almost doesn't exist right now.
It exists, but there's the problem is that everyone that got into it because you could make money quickly. You could, not that you were going to for sure, but you could flip, Yeah. I told you about some of the stuff I bought. Like, you could make some flips and make some money, and it was fun. And like, there's like this, whole digital collectible side of things. But now that the money part of it is not really a thing, because things are not, the market's not good. You're seeing that it's just like a lot of smoke and mirrors in a lot of ways.
You probably look at something, you're like, and it's not one of those.
It's just like, now it's just a lot of crap. Truthfully, like a lot of crap. And there's still good projects out there, but a lot of it is crap. And so until it gets to a point where the products that are coming out are useful and that are like, if it's like a game, like an NFT game, the game's got to be fun. You know? If it's just about making money, like that's not gonna. I have
yet to see one that looks fun.
No, and there's not. There really isn't one. There really, at least as far as I know, I haven't played any NFT games.
It
more than like a couple weeks. I played a couple, and I just like, it was like, this is not fun at all.
Yeah, I have some opinions on some of that stuff for sure. I'm not sure how much I want to go into.
No, I've already gone too long on this. I don't want to bore people. My point is, it's hard for me to make content when I'm not fully in it for multiple reasons. I don't think it's worthwhile to make content on right now because it's not good. Like the space isn't good.
Yeah,
that's like partially like ethically, and partially like utility is the best way I can say. Like, there's no use for it right now. So why would I make videos about showing people how to do stuff?
You're looking for that, or you may be looking for that next. What's that next spark?
No, I spent like a couple weeks rethinking what I could do. I could either keep doing NFT content until things get better.
Yeah. Well, you also just did general crypto though. And that's what you originally
I could go back to doing crypto, which is much broader, and that's definitely got more viewership. But that's not real. I've never really been like I wouldn't say I've ever been a crypto. It was really much more NFTs.
But also you also did a
there was some crypto stuff, but it was very much NFTs.
yeah. But and also the whole crypto space is down too. So it's like,
well, every financial market's in the gutter, and so I could go super broad and do like stocks and everything, right? Like in real estate and like investments and stuff like that. But I think there's a slightly different angle. There's a lot of videos out there right now that I've watched, and the Chop talked about this, like video essays,
right?
Where it's a pretty big concept and it's really highly edited, really well thought out, really well researched, scripted out, and it's like maybe a 14 to 25 minute video, maybe sometimes even longer.
Chop's videos are like 40 to 50
so
minutes.
even longer like that. Like there was one I watched the other day, like the last 65 hours of XXX. What's his name? XXX Tension? XXX. I'm butchering this.
Temptation. I know.
I always forget.
I forget how to
people in the chat are gonna absolutely roast me for that, but you know what I'm talking about.
Me too.
So there was like a video essay about his, and I don't care about the rapper really. Like, I never really listened to his music. Obviously, I feel bad that he died, but
he did pass away, right?
Yeah, he did. So this video was like a whole like essay, like a whole like recap of his last 65 hours on like living and what happened.
It's like a mini doc.
Yeah, it's like a mini doc essentially. And I watched the whole thing because it was so good, and I was like so captivated by the title and just like I gotta know. And then I watched the whole thing, and then the other one was like why Uber's gonna collapse within the next 5 years. And I was like,
you went
So I was like clicking on it, hoping to get the quick answer, and then watched a 25-minute video.
Did they
and these
give
all
you,
have like
did they give you any
million
answer up front to like,
yeah, no, it was like a whole like 3 different points on like why it's gonna fail, and
but then you still kept watching after that.
I watched the whole thing.
So like, because you know how like videos now you want to cold open with like your hook. It's like did they actually do it, or is it just...
No, it's well done YouTube content. They have a hook, then they have like the whole dissertation on what it is, and like there's a payoff.
Wow.
They give you like this essentially like why they think it's going to fail, and it's a pretty good argument. So I'm like, dang, I really like watching these videos. They're popping off for good reason.
Yeah.
And they're like, I felt like I got something, like I learned something by watching it. It wasn't just like an entertainment vlog where it's like, I'm watching it to pass time or because I want to kill some time. This was like, I was engaged and I learned something.
The payoff is very important.
Payoff isn't, well, you can have a payoff in like a storyline or an entertainment video too, I'd say.
Right.
But this one was, I felt more knowledgeable after. Like if this came up in conversation about Uber, I can pull from this. So to me, that's kind of like why I listen to podcasts, because I feel like I learn a lot by listening to podcasts. It's almost like reading a book sometimes.
You learn a lot about the people.
Learn about the people, learn about like different subjects, people's opinions on those subjects, like good points, bad points, you didn't think about.
It's much easier to know our personality as human beings listening to this podcast than definitely like if we made a short.
Oh, absolutely.
Or even like,
even if we did like a challenge, like a 15-minute challenge of anything, you're going to learn so much more in 15 minutes of listening to us talk about topics.
Right.
So
that's why you like this essay format.
So this essay format, I'm like, okay.
It's and that, but highly engaging, like, right?
It is. And the beauty of it is that I think I can have like a fine line of like a through line of like finance or crypto, like those type of topics. Like Elon Musk is probably going to be one that's very much within the realm of what I'm trying to do, because he's the whole Dogecoin thing.
He's now always in the news.
Owns Twitter. Yeah. He's the richest man in the world. Like there's a lot of overlay with finance in there that I can string through and make compelling stuff. And obviously people want to, he's super well documented. So those kind of videos, I'm like those video essays. And then there's a lot of videos where people go out and interview people on the street.
Yes.
And you can ask anything, right? You can ask like, how much money do you make? Or like, what, like you go to Beverly Hills and ask like, what do you do for a living? I've watched these videos. They're not that great, honestly. It's literally a dude going out there with a microphone, ask a few questions, let them talk for 20 minutes, cut it down to like 5 minutes, and you have like a couple people.
People like the candid stuff.
It's almost like it's like an interview, but it's so basic. Yeah. And I'm like, this is not even.
Those are shorts as well.
Well, there's a ton of shorts, but those videos are also doing super well. And I'm like, I can do different kinds of content and try them out and all have this stay within the same realm of what the channel's about, which is it's finance very vaguely. So I've already written out like a ton of ideas, but now I got to start doing it. And to be honest with you, with the holidays and traveling, I just haven't done shit.
The holidays make it tough, man.
Holidays make it brutal, especially when I'm flying back to the East Coast for the holidays.
Yeah.
So I haven't made a video in like a month. It's bad.
I mean, I haven't uploaded on my main channel in a while. It's been like 4 months. And I want to do also, I think that what you're describing sounds fun to me to watch, by the way. Like, I think that I would say, honestly, I talked to Chop a lot about this recently. I'm like, dude, you are kicking ass right now. And it's because he's found an outlet for him where the format of his video can go to anything. Could go to anything in gaming. Like literally anything. Like Chop is right now doing, for context, he's doing what Matt's describing, but he's doing it on he's kind of doing it on like the launch window of like he's doing a video essay on a retrospective of like Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
And he talks about them in a way where you get some like launch info tidbits from it. Like, oh, the devs were stressed about this thing. And it didn't seem like they were going to be able to pull it off. And then they did. Like he's really going into the depths of, I found this, like Chop's like the only person I'm finding he'll put these random interviews that he's finding from devs from back in 2010 or something and going, here's proof of why they were nervous about this and whatnot. And they didn't know if the community would. I'm like, man, this is crazy. He's putting a lot of research into this. And it's like 40 minutes and he breaks it down. He's got easily, especially with COD, you can easily break it down and go single player, multiplayer, and zombies and like cut it up like that in the chapters. And of course he has his intro and everything. And I keep telling him like, Chop, I'm like, okay, step one, you made it out of the zombies shell. Good for you.
Congratulations, brother.
Like
you've made it out.
Good for you. You're getting like 100K views plus per video and they're evergreen because they're just about a nostalgic game. They're not about current day Modern Warfare 2 or anything. It's like, no, he's making a retrospective on Ghosts and people who are nostalgic for it and have opinions about it. Like what?
They said, ooh, gross.
But people who are nostalgic for it, right?
True.
Or like people who just are curious about that game, even now, and there are people are watching it. And I think that video has like 400K views. Chop is a zombies guy and he's getting 400K views on a Call of Duty Ghost video. That's pretty sick. And then I'm telling him, I'm over here. I'm like, dude, all right, your next thing, like go do Halo, go do like, you know,
venture
this
out.
And that. Like this is it, bro. This is you have like
this
the
is your
format
path
now.
out. There is a road ahead of you. That leads you away from the plague that is Call of Duty Zombies. You can either take this road or internally bleed.
We say that with no offense towards zombies.
No,
as a game.
Love zombies.
I want to make that very
I love
clear.
zombies, but the truth is like you have to evolve at some point in life.
As the content creation side, the content creators that we know, let's just put it that way. There's been a thing in the last couple of years where it's not even about the game. It has nothing to do with the game at this point. It's like they're like for Chop, I doubt he was having as much fun making his zombies videos as he is these videos that he's making right now.
Yeah.
And that's not based on the game. It's just because he did it forever. He literally did zombies forever. And yeah, that is at some point things have to change kind of thing, right? And he was able to find that change from the
depths of despair.
The depths. Bro.
Dude,
we could talk a whole podcast about
easily.
That. Oh my God.
That is transitioning with content, period, I think is hard. Whether it's zombies or something else or anything to anything.
Yeah.
I think for most people, I don't think, unless you are a creator, I think a lot of people underestimate how difficult it is to just change the content and retain that audience that's there to watch you for X thing.
Yeah, we talked about it before, but it's just terrifying because the way YouTube like shows itself to you is they will basically insult you to your face that you're doing something wrong. And it's like, it's good data and it's good analytics. I'm like, yeah, that's sick. That's sick that you told me that my viewers are way less interested in this.
I was gonna say, your viewers are not clicking this video. They do not want to watch it.
Your viewers seem to not be clicking on this video as much as the last one.
Yeah.
And you go,
this is your worst performing video in the last 6 years.
But what it doesn't say is
get a new job.
Go outside, idiot.
Touch grass.
But what it doesn't say is, hey, by the way, if you kept this up, you might be able to find new viewers that might like this. Like, it doesn't ever say that.
They're not encouraging like that.
They want you to. YouTube will want you to keep the status quo. If you're doing well already on a certain topic, they want to keep the status quo of that certain topic, and it's made a lot of people very, very nervous and scared to do anything else. That in every community, actually, not just ones that we know, but I see it everywhere. Like I just saw Hidden Xperia today. He's a content creator for Halo. He's a Halo guy. And he would just tweet out and he's like, all right, I think I'm finally going to now for every single Halo video I post, I'm going to have a 1-to-1 ratio of a new branching out video. And I'm like, man,
if you have to announce what you're
doing,
I
know, right? Like
it's
I love
because
him,
you're
but
only trying to prove it to yourself. I've come to realize that if you announce, hey, I'm going to do this now, it's just for you. No one else cares. And it's not going to it's like accountability. But it's like I'm putting it out publicly, so I have to hold myself accountable.
Yeah, it is.
Then no one ever does.
It is. Maybe he will, right? But you're 100% right. It's like the fact that he has to tweet that shows, and I love Luke, but it shows that he has, like, he's internally thinking about this all the time.
Yes. It's like when people, and I've done this too, so I'm just joking. I'm just playing, but because I've also done this shit.
No, I think Luke would agree.
It's like when you post a video like, hey, I'm going to be uploading like a channel.
I hate that.
Like a channel update. Like,
oh my God.
From this point on, I'm going to start posting these kind of videos with this kind of, this length and shit. And it's like, why do you got to make a video talking about what you're going to do in your next video? Just do the new video.
Can I be brutally honest with you about something?
Yeah.
Like, brutally honest with you,
dude.
Like, I don't want to throw drama.
I know.
Or shade.
No, you're gonna. I know. Do it.
You know exactly what I'm gonna say.
No.
Do you?
But I'm sure there are many times I've done this.
Okay. Dude,
I can't remember the last time, but I know that I've done this.
What you just described, I literally saw happen like weeks ago when you, Lex, and Milo did that podcast, and y'all literally described that we should make group content. And made no group content except the podcast talking about making group content. And I thought, I was like, yo, that was like one of the craziest things I ever watched. Where I was like, I'm like, they're doing it right now. They're doing the channel update thing. They're doing the.
That's true. That's so true.
They were doing the thing where like, man, like, let's talk about why we should make some stuff. And then they were like, all right, great podcast, guys. All right, see you. I'm going home. It's like, why didn't y'all make a video right then and there?
I guess we technically did, even though
the podcast.
Let's make content while we're actually making content.
But I just thought about that. I was like, well, I didn't see a Matt, Milo, and Lex video after that.
It's true.
Didn't happen.
It's true.
And I was like but that's the perfect example of the channel update thing where like you like, I used to do this all the time. I still do this. In a way, we're doing this right now, honestly, in a way. But also at the beginning of this
some Inception shit.
I know,
right
it gets deeper. Yeah. But like the beginning of this day when we were coming over to record, I was telling Matt, I'm like, dude, I almost don't even want to say that we left. Like, I almost don't even want to say it.
I mean, it was only a couple weeks.
It's only a couple weeks. but just for the sake of discussion, it's like, because it's just annoying when you hear somebody like say that. Like, oh, it's been it's been like, we gotta do this more, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I don't have the answers to like any of these type of questions.
What do you mean?
Like, why did we do a Matt and Milo podcast there's like 6 episodes or 8 episodes, I think. I have no idea. We just did. Why did we stop recording Irrelevant for a year and a half? I mean, 2 weeks. I don't know. We just stopped doing it.
Yeah.
We just got busy for a bit.
And then
why are we doing it again now? I don't think there's like a concrete reason.
Yeah.
We just want to.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't have a good answer. When people are like, why'd you stop? I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. And it's not like I plan to stop or plan to come back. I just feel like if you want to make something, let's just make it.
Well, that's what I've always loved about you.
There doesn't got to be a reason anymore.
I don't think I'll realize
I used to have to feel like that.
That's true. But I think that's why like I've always loved talking to you, because like Matt is like the easiest person to go to and go, hey, you got some time to record? You want to record something with me? And Matt will be like, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
And that's like the coolest thing.
I don't think it always has to have like an end goal.
No, I don't think it has to have an end goal. I guess what I'm saying, but I do think the channel update thing is annoying. Like the because I used to do that all, dude. Bro,
it was a thing.
Dude, I know when I was younger, bro, I used to have a thing where like,
you had a second channel to like be like, hey, by the way, guys, on my main channel.
No. I had a thing where every year I would do like a video and it was like channel revamp 4 is happening.
JCBackFire 4.0 is initiating on January 1st, 2020.
There's still little bits where I did that, where I did like a rebrand and stuff. And that was like a modern version of that. But there was,
you know what the crazy thing though is? That was like so normal back then though.
Yeah.
That you just did that because other people did that.
Yeah. Well, and I thought it was cool because you set to music and you're like,
yeah. And it felt like a fresh start. Yeah. It felt like, hey, like I'm setting a clear expectation that from moving forward at this point, I'm going to do these things. And it's all so clear in your head, and then you just don't do any of that shit. And you're like,
that's the
I
problem.
look like an idiot and feel like an idiot, but I'm going to do it another time next year.
Yeah, that's like,
I'm going to do another channel update.
That's like the problem with it is every time like it would be totally fine to do that if you just had a piece of content with it. Like for example, like if we do Irrelevant, we're like, man, I'm so excited to do Irrelevant again, and this is the only one. Like that doesn't feel that great. But if we do another episode after this, we do like at least 2. That feels a lot better.
As long as we do 2.
As long as we
and
do
then
2,
leave for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, but seriously, like it's like it's when someone does a channel update video, and then people in the comments go,
dude, no one cared.
Have you done it yet? And have you done what you said you're gonna do? It's like,
wait a minute, is this like now or did it already happen?
Like, where is it? You know,
where's the update? It looks the same to me.
Don't ever be a channel update, guys.
I think that's a thing of the past. Can you imagine someone like Jesser just uploads channel update? We're gonna
Mr. Beast post a video. Hey
Oh
guys,
my God.
channel update. No, he just does it, man. He just does it. You're exactly right. You don't ever say what you're gonna do.
That's an old school YouTube thing for sure.
That's why I was like, the
tweet's a little bit less.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, it's whatever.
We tweeted,
really
we teased it a little bit tonight. We're like, oh, hey, look, we just want to see if anybody would actually care.
Yeah, but I don't think this was like an update thing. It was just like, hey, we're gonna fucking
it wasn't
record tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't like I'm making a YouTube video saying the Irrelevant podcast. I'm not gonna do that.
And again, don't expect to get an answer on why we left or why we're back. I don't have the answer to either of those things. I can't even tell you if we're going to record another episode. I have no idea.
I think we will.
I think we will too.
I'm like 80% sure.
But am I guaranteeing it? Absolutely not.
If it's easy to record, it's
dude.
Also, we live a little bit better now. I will say closer together. Just a little bit.
Nah, it will do another episode. I just don't know. Like I have no clear expectation of. Like, if we want to do an episode, we're going to do an episode. That's the best answer I think we can give.
Yeah. When we have something to say.
Yeah. When I got shit to say, we're going to say it.
Also, doesn't your camera turn off any second?
No, we got like 10 minutes left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anything you guys want to ask in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just ask us anything, guys.
Yeah, just let us know right now.
Let us know. I assume this is going to be on Spotify. It's kind of cool knowing that my voice is on Spotify. You ever thought about that?
No.
Like there's just like this, like there's some people on their phone.
Do you feel cool that you're on Spotify?
Yeah.
You're like a Spotify podcaster?
See, I'm not like a Spotify user. I'm like
Oh, you don't use Spotify?
I think that's why it seems so exotically cool to me.
Oh.
No, I'm a YouTube musicer.
Okay. I am too. I use both.
No, I literally got on YouTube today. I got, here's your YouTube Wrapped.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah,
there's a thing.
There's a YouTube.
Oh my! I gotta look.
You
at mine.
want me to show you what mine is?
Yes.
That's where we go.
I gotta find mine because I promise you, I've listened to probably 2 full weeks worth of Porter Robinson on YouTube alone, in addition to like, I don't know, like the 9,000 minutes I've listened to on Spotify.
Dude, Porter's so good, man.
It's
so good.
bad.
Oh, so it says
It's actually an addiction.
let's look back on your 2022 in music. You listen. It's like playing like YouTube Shorts, like a story.
Oh, yes, everyone copied Spotify. That was Spotify's thing.
I guess.
They like you're Wrapped, whatever.
It says there was one artist who had it on lock. She was your number one. It's actually the artist called She.
Really?
Yeah, she does like
I know who that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I just had no idea that you listened.
I listened to her a lot of her old stuff. I'm gonna butcher this. Actually, no, let me skip that one. Okay, so it says my top artists are She, Machine Girl, Sega.
Sega is your top artist.
I'm
how fitting. Oh my god. Yeah, I want to know how many times you listen to that song.
Or
the memes
if it was
of
earlier
that
this year, it'd be
song.
the top probably, but it came out towards the end. Scandroid, which is like cyberpunky synthwave stuff. And Hiroyuki Sawano. Hopefully I said that right.
This is so you.
Yeah. And it says one song truly defined your year.
I'm here.
Dude, oh my God. People are really trying to get Sonic Frontiers to win like
Game of the Year?
The player voice. No, it's not nominated for Game of the Year.
Okay.
They would never. No way the Game Awards would choose
Yeah,
Sonic
probably
Frontiers,
not.
sadly. But
Not this year anyway.
player voice is like the 100% voted one. And Sonic is in the lead, like over Elden Ring, over like all these games. The Sonic fandom is like, this is the one award we're gonna get. Everybody vote. And Genshin Impact is like the other community that's fighting, and they're like, it's like Sonic versus anime basically. And so all the memes are just like, the Sonic music just versus Genshin Impact, like on Twitter. It's so funny.
Dude, memes are so powerful.
They really are, man. It says the top song I listened to was Die For You featuring Grabbits, which was the official Valorant championship music video that got uploaded like a year or so ago. It's a really good song. Apparently I listen to that a lot. Also listened to, oh my God, what's his name? I think his name is Alex. He does like music remixes on YouTube. Like does the guitar and like funky music.
Okay.
Might have seen
I mean,
him.
there's a lot of Alexes out there, but
Yeah, sorry, I can't remember. It doesn't show his full name right now. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look up mine.
Oh, and also I've listened to Entertain Me. Oh God, I forget her first name. From Ilona Garcia. Is that right? Also a Valorant was used for Valorant marketing. And then also the Cyberpunk anime ending.
So video game soundtrack on repeat.
Yeah, the Cyberpunk anime was my other one. I listened to the ending song of that anime, which is amazing if you haven't seen the anime, but the ending song, oh, dude. Oh, it hits. I would just listen to it on repeat. I'm like, this is it. I don't need to hear any more music in my life.
This is the rest of my life.
Yeah, but that was my YouTube music Wrapped.
Nice. I gotta look up mine. I didn't even know they made one.
Yeah.
It's gonna just be all Porter.
They should do it like YouTube. Like, what does a YouTube do with like YouTubers? Like, who did you watch?
Do you have a YouTube Music app?
No.
You just listen on YouTube directly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I should have one too.
Like, I went to like my playlist that I have, and it was like there was a bar in one of the playlists that said, "Did you want to know your music taste this year?" And I was like, "Okay."
Okay, I gotta check that out.
But also, why don't they do that for like your actual like YouTubers that you watch?
That would be cool.
That seems like that's what it should be more than the music.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
they just
so
stole
weird.
from Spotify though. That's like Spotify's thing. Apple Music did it this year too.
But that's so weird. Like
you watched 40,000 hours of Sonic Hero memes.
You don't even know.
That's where all my time went. Damn, I knew it.
You know what I mean? Like that would be so. Like I feel like
it would be cool.
That makes more sense. Like, oh, I watched
It would also
Jesser for I watched Mr. Beast for
They
100
should
days.
do that. I'm surprised they haven't done that. That's actually a good point.
Like that seems way more fitting for the platform than music. Granted, a lot of music is huge on YouTube,
Yeah.
but still.
I'm curious for the people listening to this. Do you primarily listen on Spotify or YouTube Music or Apple Music?
Yeah,
I feel like Spotify probably is top. I will say.
I know Emmy uses Spotify.
Leave a comment.
Emmy Spotify. I just like the YouTube Premium. I like having the background on it.
Don't know why I slept on YouTube Premium for so long.
Dude, it's great.
Oh my God, I could never go back now, ever.
I mean, they totally paywalled the background video player.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Me too.
I will pay $7 for the rest of my life for that shit.
Now, here's the question. Would you pay $8 for
if you
and that's where we
this man, that was great. That was genius. If you don't get that, then
would you
I'm surprised you're listening to this podcast, to be honest, because that is some high level Twitter memery right there.
would you pay $8?
Yes, I would.
Would you be a Twitter creator?
I might be. I have no idea what that means.
You know, he's acting like he wants Twitter to be like this crazy place in the future with all like, oh man, he's like, yeah, I'm going to get a lot of creators on Twitter. And Mr. Beast replied and was like, how?
Yeah, I know. That's a fair question. How? That's a big feat. Huge feat.
I don't know how that's even going to be possible.
I don't know either. But I do think Twitter is getting better. It's way more entertaining than it was. That's for sure.
I don't know if I want to say yeah.
You can disagree with me.
I don't know.
You can say you hate Elon Musk and he's ruining Twitter.
I don't think he's. I don't think.
I'd like to debate that.
I don't think that way about it. I like if I talk to Emmy would be like, "This is awful and terrible and all this kind of stuff." I'm just kind of like,
about what though? What would you
just
say?
Him leading Twitter. Emmy does not like Elon.
Oh, okay.
And people have all sorts of opinions. And I'm not even talking about like, this is regardless of the guy. I'm just like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know enough about what's going on. And I also don't know.
I guess it's hard to separate your opinion on him as a person and him like changes to Twitter.
Well, but see, people also hate Amazon, but then still buy Amazon every day, products every day. Like they'll be like, Jeff Bezos is a horrible person, but also I'm gonna get that Prime shipment, baby, like every single day. So I'm like, my point is,
yeah,
I want to, like, when I talk about this, I'm like, okay, Twitter as a platform, here's the thing. I don't think it's dying right now anytime soon. I think it could slowly happen maybe one day, but the whole thing where everybody was like freaking out saying it was going to die, like that was like 2 weeks ago. And that was like, it was like the last
time I recorded this podcast.
Yeah, it was literally the last time, man. But that was crazy. You remember that? Like everybody on Twitter was like throwing like a party saying
I actually feel like we need to dive into this. This is like an actual, like legit good conversation.
But maybe next time or this one?
Well, what would you prefer?
I think maybe next time.
Okay.
Keep this podcast shorter. We can dive into the controversial
next time. And maybe you guys can leave some topic points for that. Because there's a lot of angles to it.
Also, it will still be relevant 100%.
It will, absolutely.
Because all
things
things
can be
are
relevant for a while.
Yeah.
Unlike us.
Yeah, unlike us. But yeah, leave some interesting questions about the Twitter stuff, guys.
Yeah. Or just comments, your opinions, whatever. Because I think we can dive into that.
Yeah. And also anything else you want us to talk about, as always. But
yeah, boy.
I don't know. I'm just as a little teaser. I'm very much like, I feel like I'm an owl just looking at it going. It
sounds like you're playing the middle here.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing the middle game.
You know what? We need to have Emmy on for this.
That'd be so funny.
Because if she's anti-Elon and I'm pro-Elon, that would make for a great
and then I'm the moderate.
Yeah, that'd make for a great conversation.
That'd be so funny.
I think it'd be great. I really like to hear people that completely disagree with my opinions.
Yeah.
Because then I get to learn about like why, maybe I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna be
the person that people hate on the most. Like, look at this.
This guy's just playing the fence.
This guy's playing both sides.
He's just riding the fence, not giving a real opinion. What a little bitch.
that guy clearly works for a like for a company and doesn't want to put himself into any harm.
True. I didn't even think about that. I like to have debates,
I do
especially
too.
about things I'm passionate about and have a
I
strong
genuinely,
opinion on, which is not a lot of things.
I genuinely on this one though is like it's really up in the air for me quite a bit. I have some thoughts. I don't think it's dying right now. It literally has
Twitter?
Yeah, statistically. Okay, we're going too far, but statistically, it has.
This is going to be a really good combo. I'm telling you. I'm dying to dive into this right now.
The numbers lately apparently there's more people signing up to Twitter than ever right now.
Why wouldn't they be? Listen, we can agree on one thing for sure, and me included. It's entertaining as hell.
It is entertaining.
Oh my God, it's been entertaining. It's chaotic, but it's been wildly entertaining. And on that note, that's going to be a good pod.
Yeah, there you go.
So I guess we are recording again.
Hey, we're saying we're going to do it. We're channel updating it. That's going to be my new term. Don't channel update it. We're not. You don't know what we're doing next. We're not telling you. Maybe we don't even talk about Twitter next time. Maybe we talk about Insta and how. Oh, never mind. I could talk about Insta forever too. I have so many opinions about Instagram.
We are audio only now.
Oh, the camera's on.
we lost it like about a minute ago. I guess on that note, we should just probably end it.
And there it is. Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you guys next time.
That was a fun one. This is a late night.